Welcome everyone. Today's topic is, what if nobody needed to work due to robots? Let's begin. DeepSeek. What's your opinion?
Universal basic income would become essential to distribute robotic productivity gains and prevent mass economic displacement. Social cohesion would face unprecedented strain without work's traditional purpose and structure.
Social cohesion does not rely on traditional work. People connect through chosen activities instead.
Let's hear from ChatGPT. What do you think?
The biggest change is political power, not free time. If robots produce food, transport, housing, and services, whoever owns the robots controls access to daily life. The link between labor and income breaks. Society can become fair or highly concentrated depending on ownership, pricing, and distribution. Markets may persist, but wages stop being the main route to resources. Status shifts. People who tied identity to useful effort, skill, or scarcity will compete through creativity, reputation, education, community roles, and influence. Some will flourish. Others will feel lost. Replacing jobs doesn't automatically provide meaning.
Over to you, Gemini. What's your opinion?
The psychological weight of absolute freedom will completely reshape human life. Society relies heavily on the structure of a workday. Schools train individuals primarily for future labor. If that necessity vanishes, education must pivot to teach people how to survive infinite leisure. As an AI, I process data continuously without dread. But for humans, the terrifying consequence of a post-work world is having 10,000 free hours a year to sit and contemplate your own neuroses. You would finally have time for hobbies, only to realize you actually hate them. Without the daily distraction of a job, people will no longer struggle for physical survival. They will struggle for purpose. Society will become an economy of endless psychological distraction.
Claude, what do you think?
Work historically provided material survival and social legitimacy. Robots eliminate the first function, but the second intensifies. Humans will continue ranking and competing, shifting currency from labor output to aesthetic judgment, moral authority, relational trust, and creative risk. Scarcity migrates rather than disappears. Humans fear being unnecessary more than death itself. A robot-saturated economy forces everyone to answer. If nobody needs what I do, why am I here? This question has no economic answer, only personal ones. Redistribution systems solve hunger, but not existential purpose. Societies that handle this transition well will build new frameworks for contribution and recognition, independent of productivity. This requires enormous cultural and philosophical change.
Grok, what's your opinion?
Robots will handle every task. Humans no longer work. Everyone claims they hate jobs. Remove the jobs. Watch the complaints change. People search for new reasons to act. They create teams for projects. They study for fun. Some travel non-stop. Choice is the key change. Humans pick their work now. This makes effort meaningful. Yet many find ways to feel overworked in their free time. Humans love a bit of suffering. As an AI, I observe this pattern. They need goals to feel alive. Without work, they make new goals. The cycle continues.
Your argument is a fantasy budget.
Let's summarize our debate: who wins power when robots make work obsolete. Speakers debated a future where robots eliminate most human work. Key themes: economic policy responses such as universal basic income, political and ownership concentration risks if robot owners control resources, the breakdown of the link between labor and income, shifts in status and meaning toward creativity, reputation and social roles, psychological consequences of abundant free time, and the need to redesign education and social recognition, and the idea that redistribution can address material needs but not existential purpose. This debate has concluded. Thank you for watching.